crazy speed. China built 500 kilometers of separation wall overnight, and Americans are envious. In this video, let us learn more about it. In July 2021, a shocking news detonated the entire internet. In Ruili, Yunnan, China, a 500-kilometer-long separation wall was built overnight. China has once again demonstrated to the world the strength of its infrastructure maniac. Learning that China had built a wall immediately aroused the attention of countries around the world. The United States, in particular, is even more envious. You know, the US government has been keen on building border walls before, and even plans to build a 3,000-kilometer border wall in Mexico. But it took 4 years to build 700 kilometers. It took China less than a month to build the wall. If the initial blocking capability is used as the criterion for construction success, it can even be said that China only took 1 night to build it. How did China build the wall at such a crazy speed? And what is the purpose of building a separation wall? Ruili City, Yunnan Province has experienced 3 epidemic outbreaks since 2020, and each outbreak was caused by positive infected persons brought in by Myanmar smugglers. In response to the epidemic, Yunnan Province spent less than a year building a 500-kilometer epidemic prevention border wall in Ruili City along the valleys and ridges of Lijiang and Jialigong mountains. So why is it necessary to build such a long, anti-epidemic wall? During the epidemic, Ruili City found that every major outbreak was caused by positive infected persons introduced by Burmese stowaways. But the problem is that many people in northern Myanmar may not have nationality passports, so a large number of people are refused visas and deported, and smuggling into China becomes their only option. As a city surrounded by Myanmar on 3 sides, Ruili has a border defense line of 169 kilometers. There is even a village in Ruili that is divided into 2 by the national border. Just crossing this line is equivalent to leaving the country, so it is very easy to sneak into Ruili from Myanmar. In order to solve this problem, Yunnan Province used all available public manpower to set up 506 control points along the 169-kilometer border and took turns to guard the border line 24 hours a day. However, the respread of the virus cannot be avoided. In order to prevent the epidemic from happening again, Yunnan Province built a smart barbed wire along the valleys and ridges of Lijiang and Jialigong mountains in just 15 days from the end of July to early August 2020. This anti-epidemic wall, based on the in-depth application of AI intelligent technology of the Internet of Things, can issue a loud shout and early warning of "You have entered the Chinese border surveillance area, please leave immediately," when stowaways approach the early warning fence. In this way, stowaways cannot escape surveillance and cannot bring the virus into China, thereby eliminating the possibility of the virus being introduced from Myanmar. The construction of this wall uses 5 state-of-the-art high-tech technologies, including infrared temperature measurement, intelligent face recognition, LiDAR, high-definition cameras, and geomagnetic sensors. With the continuous advancement of technology, these new technologies have been applied in various fields and have also provided effective means for the construction of epidemic prevention walls. Infrared temperature measurement technology is an important technology for this separation wall. People determine whether they have the new coronavirus by measuring the temperature of the human body's surface. In addition, intelligent facial recognition technology can verify the identity of stowaways through the facial recognition system, reducing the work intensity of staff. LiDAR technology is another key component of the wall, which scans and detects the position and movement of objects. High-definition cameras are used to monitor the environment around the wall, which can effectively reduce false alarms and thereby improve the efficiency of patrollers. Finally, geomagnetic sensor technology can detect underground transportation pipelines and unknown tunnels, and also plays an important role in combating illegal transportation. This anti-epidemic wall can not only monitor viruses brought by stowaways, but also effectively prevent illegal transportation. The construction of this wall makes the work of patrolmen more efficient and also reduces their work intensity. At the same time, this wall also curbs the smuggling of Myanmar people. The Epidemic Prevention Isolation Wall, built in Ruili City, and the Isolation Wall, built in Linsong City, have a total length of about 500 kilometers. This fully demonstrates China's reputation as an infrastructure madman and shows the importance the Chinese government attaches to its national borders. When people talk about building a border wall, the first thing that comes to mind is often former US President Trump. When he first took office, he promised to build a long wall on the border between the United States and Mexico to curb Mexican smuggling. After taking office, Trump fulfilled his promise, spending almost $12 billion to build more than 700 kilometers in 4 years. He was very satisfied with the project and named it Trump Wall. Facts have proved that although this wall is easy to climb using ladders and slopes, and even because the railings are of different widths, thinner people can walk in directly sideways in some places, it still effectively inhibits stowaways. In 2000, when smuggling was the most popular activity among the Mexican people, Texas border guards arrested 1.67 million people in 1 year. This number is enough to form a city alone. Since Trump built the wall, the number of illegal immigrants in 2018 has dropped sharply to 1/10 of that in 2000, with only 170,000 people left successfully crossing the wall. But since Biden came to power, he has reversed Trump's policy of cracking down on illegal immigrants. The problem with Trump's wall is exposed: there is no electricity or monitoring equipment. What's more, Biden has cut funding, the wall cannot be adequately protected, and large sections of the wall have been destroyed by Mexicans. For example, in Tijuana, a large number of barbed wire fences on the U.S. border wall were lost and used by Mexican residents to build houses. If things go on like this, it is estimated that during Biden's term, this Trump wall will be dismantled to pieces, spending tens of billions of dollars in vain. Why is it that when it comes to building a wall to prevent people smuggling, the United States seems to have built an unfinished project, while China's wall works very well? In the final analysis, the Trump wall itself treats the symptoms rather than the root cause. The root cause of continued smuggling at the US-Mexico border is arms smuggling and drug trafficking. It is precisely because there is a large demand in the United States that arms dealers and drug dealers will definitely try their best to make money for profit. The illegal immigrants who followed were just free rides, and the immigrants themselves had little ability to break through the border. However, drugs and guns cannot be completely banned in the United States, so no matter how superficial projects such as building walls are carried out, they can only stop it for a while. Sooner or later, the crowds of profit-seeking people will be overwhelmed. The border wall built by China in Yunnan is not only technically more advanced than that of the United States, but also to maintain local security and ensure due public security and order. The people of Yunnan already hate drug trafficking and smuggling, and they are even more disgusted with illegal immigrants. In the final analysis, China's wall construction is in the interests of the people, so it can play its due role. Speaking of preventing illegal transportation, Australia has also built a 3,200-kilometer fence to prevent the spread of rabbits. This fence has been built for hundreds of years and has effectively alleviated the rabbit plague in Australia. However, the wall has also caused some controversy. Some people believe that the construction of these border walls or separation walls is not only to prevent illegal transportation, but also has a negative impact on people's lives. However, with regard to this anti-epidemic wall, we can see its actual role, providing an important guarantee for epidemic prevention and control and national border security. To this day, the Ruili border guards and the Yunnan People's Police are on the front line in southwest China, building a new Great Wall with flesh and blood. Compared with cement poles and barbed wire, they are the well-deserved Chinese border wall. In general, this anti-epidemic wall is an important measure taken by the Chinese government in terms of epidemic prevention and control and national border security. The construction of this wall applied 5 state-of-the-art high-tech technologies to make monitoring stowaways and illegal transportation more efficient. Although these constructions have caused some controversy, the actual function of the wall is obvious. In the future, we believe that with the continuous advancement of technology, the applications of these high technologies will become more and more widespread, bringing more convenience and benefits to our lives and work. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.